Hello, my cabbages, welcome back to another mapping video. Sorry that we're really fast, but this is WICSOAP episode 2. I had rivers because I decided to add a river layer. Yeah. First thing countries are gonna do is explore, because you watch episode 1, which you should have. Bad person if you haven't. You can see I have the rivers, and all the rivers kind of stop here because there's just like a mountain range here. Because, you know, that's where rivers come from. I know, crazy. Birds and the bees know we got the rivers and mountains, so kind of form this, mountain wall, but they kind of, go around the shoreline instead to find some of these areas, kind of going around the mountains, going around even in some of these areas down here, because, mountains are hard to pass through. Because who would have thought they're mountains? I know, crazy. Mountains. Look, it's mountains. They even kind of, find their way all around the coast. Well, I mean, actually, there's this part, but they kind of, touch back with each other. That sounds weird. And, form kind of barrier. This mountain chain, because, well, can't really explore that area, so yeah, we got a mountain barrier up here. Oh my. I don't know who's me or who's mine, but yeah, I also made some of their borders be rivers, because, it feels fitting, and I'm gonna probably continue that theme. Continue their borders being rivers, because, that's kind of historical and all that. So yeah. This country is just expanding. Doing well with expansion, as countries do, or at least want to do. But yeah, and as countries expand, doing well and all that. You got the blue team kind of being like pinched off. They got like the lake access, but still they're kind of being pinched off here. Red team expanding up around this lake and to the shore over here. Yeah. So here we got a whole access, and technically the purple team is not landlocked. They can access the river or water, but only through either the blue team over here. Because if we turn off first, you can see they can kind of access the area. Or through the red team over here. So it's like they gotta keep good relations with at least one of the countries. So yeah, I'm gonna turn off rivers for now because it kind of interferes with the countries for a bit. But I'm gonna start some naval expeditions. The red team is gonna start by going eastwards. They have decently so-so navy. Navy. They're actually gonna be better at drawing straight line. Oh, I can't do it. I can't erase a straight line, damn. Maybe because they're early people, they're not the best at drawing straight lines, so that's why their boats are like that. Oh my god, that's bad. But yeah, they basically kind of go out this direction and find nothing. Actually, it's pretty far to go out. I don't know, they had a good expedition. So the green team decides, you know what, we'll try that too. Goes out. No dice. Blue team goes south. Goes out. No dice. No one be finding anything. The green team decides, well, let's try one more time. Oh my, we hit the jackpot, guys. There is a land mass over here. And it's hefty. Hefty. So the green team sets up the world's first colony. Who would have thought? So they're gonna go around here and make a small colony over here. Although this is a long distance for how early they are as a civilization. Yada 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 yada. But then the blue team is like, French. And this guy's like, we wouldn't mind that either. The red team, purple team, too far away. I'm just telling you so. Telling you no. So yeah, we got world's first colonies. World's first, because these are world first. But Not super far away, but I don't know. We also got a country forming on the other side of this mountain range, and this country will be, yellow. I have decided to make it yellow. Yes.
Do you have an alternative charging cable for your phone?
No.
Don't say it like that. I was gonna take my work one while I travel.
We only have one cable.
I thought we had a shorty one. Is there still a shorty one?
That one fucking sucks.
Do you know if that still works?
I don't know where it is.
Maybe
It
you'll
fucking
find
sucks
out,
because
I don't want to just leave you with nothing.
maybe we should buy more cables. Probably find a cable you can buy. And where are you going?
From California.
California.
Any of our I can't go without a charger from a work phone.
But like, buy a charger there.
Is there something on the desk? Like, where was the
Nope.
last time you saw it?
No clue.
I'll ask Ray if he knows.
Okay. As I was saying before I got really interrupted, we got a yellow team over here, which also they're gonna do with Le Capitol, because, well, Capitol is in the go like a there's no way I keep on doing the fancy. You cannot stop saying damn, that is quite something. Oh. Too far back. So I think I need to redo that first, and also change the color of this nation. Maybe yellow wasn't meant to be, maybe more of an orange. Yeah, retroactively making them orange. So retroactive orange. Don't you love when you get retroactively orange and like that? So yeah, now boom, and we got the look at that. I said the look at that. So yeah, they got their capital over here. So yeah, we got a new orange team. What happens is, actually, these aren't really mountains, more of hills. So they eventually make an expedition, and said make an expedition and kind of fill in these mountain. It's like tall hills or short mountains, and fill in this area. Leading the teams are gonna expand and trying to basically fill in the island more. Although slow expanding, because it's still de facto expanding. You know the difference between de facto and de jure thing? Good job. And if you don't look it up because they'll provoke attention. De facto is basically like actual, like how much power they have over the region. People live there from their country, and de jure is basically like they claim that area. Like more late, so de facto is what's happening right now. The blue team gets completely and utterly, I don't have utters, but cut off. Here's time for rivers. I was gonna make a river border because it just feels right. So yeah, we got these teams kind of going on these areas. Doing well. So yeah, purple team kind of expanding quite a bit, even up into this mountain range. And green team also kind of expanding up into here, up into the mountain range. Kind of just, you know, generally just expanding. Then we got the red team over here, expanding this area to these rivers. A lot of these, like, these aren't the only waters. There's probably some, like, creeks and stuff and other places, but these are, like, the main rivers, which actually there's a lot of main rivers. So I'm guessing this island's actually fairly, like, arable and kind of wet. moist island. So the moist island, the island boys. So yeah, all the countries kind of filling in this area so they can kind of meet each other. So most of the islands getting filled in. Of course, not all of it because we still got this part. Let me just fix these areas a bit, and we go to and there we go. So yeah, we can get most of this island filled in, other than up here, which is wow. But yeah, we got these colonies doing well also, which is crazy. Oh my god, colonies, crazy. Yeah, so it's looking pretty colorful. Nice and colorful line with decently sized countries. Yeah, if we look at rivers, so these navigable. So yeah, we got this river split between the red and purple team. Some places completely in the purple, some places completely in the red, and some places on the board. And we got this river split between like the blue team, the green team, and the purple team. Kind of snaking a bit. They're fully in the purple team, they're fully in the green team, just kind of mostly in the blue team. Down here, a lot of green team kind of rivers. Got these orange team rivers, got this river. All the rivers and stuff. So of course the green team being the green team continues to expand, maybe a bit too much, a bit too quickly, because if you've been paying attention, the green team's been expanding a lot, especially with that push towards the mountain. They expand even more, going up to the mountain over here. And let's just say the people aren't as happy, especially like people, some of the people are like, this is over expansionist. So some of you are really just like, no knee, because I don't have knees. So it really starts down south over here and over here, and it's really like the farmer population that doesn't really like the mass use of soldiers over here. Don't need rivers on right now. Including including the colony. Well, I feel like the colony, they would be more strictly controlled, so if anything, it would be less susceptible to rebellion. So they're kind of like, no, don't do that, don't rebel, and kind of push back a bit. But, there kind of looks like, oh, they're doomed, this was a bad rebellion. And until someone seems to be funding this rebellion. Who would be against the green team? Because the green team, they've all been pretty peaceful. Would be the orange team, their new team, who knows about their motivations? The red team, I don't know, first team, maybe salty, blue team, purple team. Yeah, you're gonna have to see. But they kind of have a little bit, until they're like, okay, we can do peace deal, and how they do a peace deal is mainly by major rivers, because rivers are really important back then, and also just, I feel like, makes better borders. So, multiple reasons. Yeah, so they kind of fill in and cut around these rivers a bit, and yeah. So this is new kind of nation that kind of forks the area, which is not good for them, because they can easily kind of cut off their sea access through a blockade, but they still have their colony. It's good for them, but the Green Team launches an investigation to see who done it. And who done it is the Red Team. And they're like, political corruption! And then the people of the Red Team kind of see this and like, damn, this really is political corruption. And the people in the Northern Red Team are like, this is not okay. This, like, we can't fearmonger and do this. So people in the Northern Red Team mainly decide, we don't want to live in this nation, and decide rebellion is the best option. So, like, we had Northern Red Team rebellion, so all the rebellions, I say all, like, there's not only, like, 2, but still, that's a better color. Darker. So they kind of go like this, and go through here, and they get pushed back pretty hard because, like, you know, they're not being funded yet. But then, oh, someone funds them, and this time it's publicly funding them because the green team kind of, you know, supported this. So the green team is publicly funding them. So we got kind of consequential allies of the lime team, the red team being allies, and the magenta team and the green team being allies because they both have kind of common enemies, which is, yeah, it just happens consequently. So they're not like allied, but they're more of like, yeah, actually, yeah, maybe, but kind of managed to push back quite a bit and basically push it back to the river line over here and a bit of the lake line over here. I'm like, okay, peace deal. So they offer them peace deal, they accept, and the red team gets semi-favorably, but yeah. Yeah, 2 countries with a rebellion in a row. So, no bueno. But, you know, actually I am going to add alliance layer. We got some of the first alliances forming. Let's make them yellow, bright yellow. And, let's just say, we can take the 3-pointed star alliance. Ooh. Maybe not. I don't feel like it. Let's just have simple circle alliance, which is the light green team and the orange team over here versus there. Let's just have square alliance, which is the magenta team and the green team over here. So yeah, got this these alliances forming, which also means over here we got a little bit of capitals forming. So capital over here, capital over here. So yeah, both countries now have capitals, which is good for them. Good for them. So yeah, we got a bunch of rebellion countries, and honestly, these countries are still kind of small, but I've seen smaller. And they're bullying me. Bullying. Yeah. But anyways, these colonies are doing pretty well. And these are, like, I say colonies, but they're really close, so actually, and they probably don't know what colonialism really is at the time. So they're really more of just kind of far away bits of the country, so wow. Lying. Wow. So yeah, they find this kind of peninsula over here, you know. Good peninsula. So they decide to expand both colonies. Green team, after restabilizing a bit, you know, from previous events, decides to expand a bit. But the light green lime country doesn't really do anything because, well, they're kind of anti-expansionists, as we saw with, you know, the recent other rebellion. But the blue team colony doing well, and yeah, just generally just kind of chilling, chillaxing. And some people, mainly from the orange team, decide to explore what is up here on this kind of, you know, what's this peninsula? Bigger exploration, and they kind of realize, oh, it's actually fairly long peninsula, longer than we thought it would be. So they keep on exploring, and they eventually are like, damn, this peninsula is long, and eventually just give up because, well, they can't really find the end of it. But the orange team uses this kind of as an excuse to push further here. And if we even look at the reverse map, for this continent, it hasn't really done anything. I'm gonna actually make some rivers here. There's like 2 rivers here, so a little bit of a hill there, but not much really. We also got the green team expanding over here, also with expanding the colony. It looks like they have not learned much of a lesson. But even the lime green, kind of light green team over here decides, yeah, it's worth it. Actually expands a decent bit, actually quite a bit, damn. But with, you know, cutting off the green team was their kind of like main motive. Their guys, it's fine that we expanded, we cut off the green team. So it's automatically a-okay. Yeah, so we got this kind of like double neck, bottleneck over here, but yeah. So, yeah, this island's becoming pretty full. So, yeah, I go through the people here. And, yeah, honestly, that's probably all. And then, well, I have to say the words goodbye, my cabbages. Have a good day.